Let's say you are not a very sporty person and you don't like to train. You stay far away from gyms, just like vampires avoid sunlight. And you might think you are perfectly fine. But there's only one problem. You have that fatty belly, and you'd rather not have it. Am I talking about you? Then I have some good news. Keep watching. Many guys like you and me, in our 40s, often face the same dilemma. Should we do something when our bodies start to gain excess weight? Or is it easier to just leave everything as it is and hope for the best? There are many reasons why we may gain excess body fat as we age. And if you're curious, I have a detailed video explaining the most common cases. I will leave the link in the description. One of the most common scenarios is quite simple. We consume more calories than we expend. Our calorie balance remains positive, and our body stores those excess calories in the form of fat tissue. This is especially true for those of us who work at desks or have a sedentary lifestyle. In my previous video, I shared 8 effective food hacks that will help you consume fewer calories. And now I want to address the problem from the other side and focus on how you can burn more calories. And yes, I remember that many of you guys are not fans of gyms or jogging, so I'll try to keep it simple. Let's start with basic physical activities that we can perform every day. While they may seem simple and not as effective as spending hours at gym or running marathons, I wouldn't underestimate them. It may sound like a broken record, but walking is the safest and most beneficial activity for those who are heavily overweight. Firstly, walking regularly can improve your cardiovascular health. By elevating heart rate and improving blood circulation, it effectively lowers the risk of various heart diseases. Another benefit of walking more is keeping your joints in a healthy state. Unlike running and other active kinds of sports, regular walking doesn't stress your knees and joints. And of course, walking can help us burn some extra calories. For example, 1 hour of walking can burn from 150 to 200 calories, depending on your weight. Now you may ask me, how can I make this additional hour of walking? Well, it can be easier than you think. For instance, if your grocery store is just a 15-minute walk away, why not go on foot instead of taking a car? Or try strolling around your home or workplace for 20 minutes after lunch. Another idea is to enjoy a relaxed 30-minute walk in the evening. Did you know that 30 minutes of riding your bike at a moderate pace can burn from 300 to 400 calories, depending on your weight? Whether it's a short ride around the neighborhood or a weekend trip with friends, cycling is a fun and healthy way to burn extra calories and keep your joints in shape. If you don't like cycling outdoors or your weather conditions are not ideal, there is a great alternative – indoor stationary bike. You get almost the same benefits as riding outdoors, along with additional perks like time flexibility, independence from weather, and the ability to read books or watch amazing videos like these during the training. Pretty nice, isn't it? The next activity that has a remarkably positive impact on your health is swimming. I'm not talking about breaking records or pushing yourself to the limit. Just a 20-minute swim at a comfortable pace can burn anywhere from 150 to 200 calories. If you are lucky enough to live by the sea or a lake, consider swimming rather than lounging on the beach and teasing seagulls. Or you can always visit the nearest swimming pool to do a few relaxed laps in your free time. Additionally, try taking a couple of initial sessions with an instructor to boost your confidence and learn proper swimming techniques. Now, let's talk about simple bodyweight exercises that you can easily do at home or even at your workplace. I promised I won't push you to visit a gym. But why should you engage in exercises and not simply stick to walking or riding a bike? Well, additional exercises not only burn extra calories, but also help preserve your muscle mass. The thing is, when you create a calorie deficit by consuming fewer calories than you burn, your body will start losing muscle if you don't incorporate some form of exercise. So let's see what we can do with that. The first basic exercise you can do absolutely everywhere is simple bodyweight squats. This exercise will effectively engage most of your lower body muscles, If you haven't trained for quite a long time, proceed slowly. To begin, aim for just one set of 5 or 10 squats at a time, several times a day. If you're significantly overweight, it might be quite challenging at first. When you feel more confident, gradually increase the number of sets and repetitions. But don't try to progress too fast. Give your body time to adapt to this new workload. And remember, proper exercise technique is much more important than the number of repetitions. The second essential exercise is push-ups. By involving your chest, shoulders, triceps, and core muscles, push-ups are crucial for keeping your upper body in a good shape. Depending on your current training level, you can start with different push-ups variations. If you can perform a couple of full push-ups, go ahead with this variant. But if full push-ups are currently challenging, try a lighter variation by doing them from your knees. Alternatively, begin with push-ups against the wall or from a table. For those starting with lighter variations of this exercise, aim for a couple of full push-ups as an intermediate milestone. There is no need to complete sets of 20 or 30 repetitions with the lighter variations. In case you are able to perform full push-ups, progress gradually, as with squats. Another foundational exercise that can significantly improve the strength of your back and multiple other muscles is pull-ups. To perform this exercise, you will need a pull-up bar. You can install one at home or find them in urban workout zones. To start, attempt one full pull-up. Pay attention to proper technique. Move straight up and down, avoiding any rocking or jerking. If you can perform a couple of full pull-ups, progress gradually, as with other exercises. If you are not ready for full pull-up, you can try lighter variations. Pull-ups with resistance bands, negative pull-ups, inverted rows. If your grip strength is lacking, you can improve it by hanging for 5 to 20 seconds, without any movements. It's important to emphasize that pull-ups can be tough, especially for beginners, or if you are overweight. If they are not comfortable for you at the moment, just focus on other exercises and come back to pull-ups later. Alright guys, now you have some ideas for basic physical activity routines you can start with. And if you find these tips useful, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Next, I'd like to point out a couple of exercises that can be inefficient for reducing excess weight, or even harmful in some cases. The first group of exercises is often associated with losing belly fat. I'm talking about all kinds of movements that target the abdominal area. Although they can be beneficial for abdominal or core muscles and can burn a few calories, don't expect a miracle here. Unfortunately, the human body distributes fat between different parts in its own way, and you can specifically target fat loss in the abdominal area. If you are aiming to lose belly fat, focus more on healthy eating habits and the other exercises I mentioned previously. The second group of workouts should be treated with great caution if you are just starting your training or have excess weight. Exercises like jumping jacks, high knees, and similar may place excessive stress on your joints. Instead, begin with walking or riding a bike to shed some extra weight first, and prepare your joints for an increased workload. High-intensity interval training workouts can be also quite challenging, even for well-trained individuals. For those of us who are overweight, it can lead to extra stress on joints and may even overload the cardiovascular system. Also, I'd like to mention running. Although it is arguably one of the most popular physical activities in the world, running may also have a similar negative impact on your joints and knees. Proper technique and suitable running shoes are crucial to avoid harm to your health. If you decide to start running instead of opting for less stressful cardio exercises, I highly recommend taking a couple of initial lessons from an instructor. By the way, have you tried high-intensity training or running while being overweight? Was it successful? Share your story in the comments below, so that we can all learn from your experience. And one more important note. It's absolutely crucial that you consult with a doctor before engaging in any physical activities described in this video. Some of you may have medical conditions that require specific exercises or avoiding certain ones. Have I convinced you to move a little bit more? I hope so. But if you're still not sure about taking action, watch this video, where I talk about 9 real dangers your belly can present to your health. And subscribe to the channel for more simple and practical tips on wellness, nutrition, and losing belly fat. Be healthy, be active, and enjoy!